Welcome back. We're here to cover the karmic third party. For those of you that don't know, I'm Yildiz from Yildiz Readings, psychic medium, clairvoyant, and intuitive astrologer. Now, if you do need a booking, you can go to the website, and we also do have all the links directly below, especially for our Sage Inner Circle network. That is our exclusive membership. Now, we're going to get straight into the read. It is already looking pretty interesting, really, in the context of how these transits are going. And we're looking to the karmic in this week. Now, I do see these individuals almost a bit baffled by their own behavioral pattern, especially from the crowning energy. And I'm going to explain the reasons why. Now, some of the first messages I was getting around this circumstance is this person at the moment in a connection is being tempted. They're thinking of how to tempt the individual, how to sway the individual. But there is also, I heard the term the ghost girlfriend's past, and that was a bit funky. Now, when we're looking at the overall energy, I do believe something has gone on here. I do believe something is amiss, something is awry, something is going down. Now, I feel even though this person does understand that there is something off and there's something changing, it's almost like it's like a tower coming down on top of you and you're saying, but it feels good. And that's the best analogy I could give you. Because what I'm saying here really isn't making sense. And I do recall a client asking me a while ago, they were actually dealing with an individual that was a karmic that, it was quite toxic in nature, to say the least. And this person kept trying to get into this individual's head, to see their point of view, to understand, to comprehend, to make peace with that. And I was like, it's very hard to get into the mind of somebody who is toxic in nature. I mean, you look at detectives, for instance, and they predominantly, in dealing with crime cases, would have a counsellor. And so sometimes you don't want to get into the mindset of those individuals. However, this is what we're currently dealing with right now and viewing it. So there is a bit of psychology playing out here. And again, I'm not a psychologist, but this person is a little bit messy in their perception of, is it real or just a habit? And the reason I reference this video and energy around that is because there's a huge contradiction happening here. I could say that I do feel for some of them they have actually had a separation, or they feel the individual pulling away. But we have this person wanting to go back and to tempt them, to lure them back. It also could be that they're thinking of another individual and they're very dissatisfied with where they currently are. There's sadness there. Each one of these videos, I'm telling you, all have vibes. It makes me so nervous. Now, whatever April has done, it's done a number. It's evolved us, it's changed us, some of the ramifications, like a rippling effect to moving through. And even though we might have seen not as much movement as we would have liked, we're definitely getting movement here. Now, this is moving through straight into this month. We have a full moon in Scorpio, which is very deep, which can be to do with cheating, betrayals, dirty little secrets coming out. Something coming to an end, and yes, it could be partnerships and shared resources. Yeah, the list goes on. This person is in 5. The divine feminine had 5s in the past position. Divine masculine had the 5s in the past position. Each person at an individual level has changed. Now in the heart space, we have love in reverse. This is a separation, a breaking away. We also have the person kind of feeling a bit angry about it, but maybe not for the relevant reasons, because we do see that if this has come as a surprise to this individual, they already were focusing on something else. They were dissatisfied, which is very common for the 5s. It's, I've outgrown this. And universe understands the signature. Okay, it's a little bit like Uranus. Suddenly, it's like, this is not working. Let's shake it up. Let's shake it all up and change it. Quickly, unexpectedly, pressure test it. Now, feels as though they're almost like, right, I need to do something. I need to do something with this. I've got to jump in. I need to go and rectify this situation, even though they knew way back when, I'm not really happy. This is boring. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm dissatisfied. I'm owed more. We have them then moving into, okay, something's happened quite quickly. And look, they're moving into the beauty. Now, the hard part is the first thing I see in viewing this is, what about my money? And we have the snake head. We have them holding a clock like they're running out of time. What about my money? Where are my assets at? It's almost like suddenly it's coming through a little bit like Medusa. And we all have our shadow side. We all do. But this person, for the reasons they're moving into it, is it love? Is it money? Is it codependency? There is a lot of codependency using through this route. And they're very impatient in it. Which, again, it shows me the human being's intellectual acceptance of change. It shows me the, could it be self-righteousness? Well, I'm owed, and yes, sometimes we are. Let's just be honest. But there is a manifestation here. There is a manipulation here. So what are the real reasons they're wanting to get back? And again, I feel there is jealousy. Now, the other readings, I didn't really feel the need that it was necessary to dig deeper. But I get this underlying feeling that because of its behavioral pattern, this could have a few serious outcomes. So we're going to pull the 3. Okay. First of all, the first message I was getting is they're wanting to respond. They're wanting to react to the circumstance, but I want to know the reasons why, because that will show us the shadow of where the truth is coming from. That just jumped out. Yeah, this is anger. This is greed. This is anger. This is passion. This is lust. This is just the carnal frequency. So what could that be? Jealousy, envy, greed. Okay. Where are they pushing us? Onto anyone in the connection. Okay. This person's pissed. Hella pissed. Outcome. Oh, well, that's a bit harsh. There's going to be a karmic lesson here. Definitely a karmic lesson. If it goes too far, there could be serious consequences for them. If they can't calm themselves. I don't think they're looking at it that way, because we've got 2 of the orange chakras. It's coming through very aggressively. I do feel the other individuals that have been involved with this person, it could be like cutting them off. It's like, look, I can't do this. I'm not doing this with you. Okay. It is being shown that this has been a long time coming. This definitely has been a long time coming. There was something in the read. Okay, I thought so. There was something in Divine Feminine's read, and I'm like, okay, are these individuals projecting jealousy onto the Divine Feminine? Yes. How are they relating to the Divine Masculine? There's jealousy being projected towards the Divine Feminine. Okay, be careful where you're driving, where you are, because this person is pissed. Okay, how are they relating to Divine Masculine? No contact. No communication. Okay, what is at the heart of this? Oh, I just heard Two's company throws a crowd. It's messy. It's messy, but it's all due to connections. There is a lesson here for this individual. Their way of life has been shifted. Something that was done in the dark also could be coming out, especially with this temptation card. It's like a moment of regret. Why did I do that? Oh gosh, it's come out. I'm trying to persuade this individual to go back to the way things were before. They don't want to. There's no love here. It's a habit. And is it real or just a habit? I'm feeling it's a habit. I'm feeling this is a drive for the last minute control to actually get things back on track. And we have them here in alchemy. Yeah, some people could say black magic is like, I'm trying to sway this, I'm trying to push it in my direction. Sometimes we should be careful what we wish for, because at the moment it's looking like old habits die hard. Now we do have these all out this week, so go through and have a look. They are interlinking this week, which is very interesting. I'd love to hear how this is playing out for you guys, and we do cover these weekly. Now, if you do want a joint connection read, or you want me to look into something for you, you can find all the links directly below, as well as our landing page for Sage Inner Circle Network, where you can actually sign up for its opening. Take care, and I'll see you next week.